Hello creatives, today we are talking about the difference between a creative hobbyist, a creative professional, and a creative entrepreneur. For the purposes of this channel, I needed to make this distinction because I speak to 2 out of those 3 types of creative people. Now, I say 3 types of creative people just for the purposes of niching down this channel. There's all sorts of different types of creative people. You can categorize creative people 12.5 different ways. But for the purposes of this channel, I'm going to break down the difference between a hobbyist, a creative professional, and a creative entrepreneur. A creative hobbyist is someone who makes creative projects, works on creative projects for their own enjoyment, and in a way that is the most purest form of creative expression. They're not doing it for the money, they're not doing it because they are seeking some kind of fame or notoriety. They're doing it for their own sense of self-fulfillment. So maybe they do get things published, maybe they do get things released, or they have a showcase or some facet, but it is not something that they rely on to pay the bills. A hobbyist, in essence, is someone who does it for their own enjoyment and not to make money. A creative professional is someone who works on other people's projects to make a living. This type of creative professional may have a very specific specialization. They may be a gig worker, they may work in an agency setting. This person, their 9 to 5, so to speak, is in a creative field, whatever form that may take. And the creative fields span a whole range of different industries: marketing, communications, filmmaking, publishing. I mean, there's lots of different types of creative fields. But for the purposes of this channel, I am categorizing creative professionals as someone who may have a day job or who engages in regular gig freelance work to work on other people's projects to make a livable wage. Someone who wants to pay the bills and nothing more. A creative entrepreneur is a creative person who plays the long game, works on their own creative projects with the intent on creating multiple streams of revenue from their intellectual property. A creative entrepreneur is someone who will specifically, strategically package their expertise, work on a wide variety of different creative projects with the intent of building a brand around these projects, building a brand, building a franchise around these projects. So that is the key differences between a hobbyist, a creative professional, and a creative entrepreneur for the purposes of this channel. For the purposes of this channel, I will be creating content around educating, empowering, and equipping the creative professional and the creative entrepreneur, because I myself am a creative professional. My day job is in marketing strategy, marketing communications, and I am pursuing creative entrepreneurship. I have several projects in the work where I fully intend on building revenue streams from them. And I'm not only documenting my journey here on this channel, but I'm also teaching and equipping, and I offer services and expertise in those types of fields wherein I leverage the skill sets from my creative profession to build my own brand as a creative entrepreneur. Let me know in the comments below which you consider yourself. Do you consider yourself a hobbyist, a creative professional, or a creative entrepreneur? And let me know what projects you're working on. I would love to hear it, because ultimately we are here to build each other up. We're all looking to leave our mark on the world. So feel free to share down below in the comments what you're working on and what you categorize yourself as. So that is it for today. I will see you in the next video. Until next time.